It's the Van Show. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You will not believe this. We have such a cool author here today. This is Hanna Moushabeck. Can you say hello, Hanna?
Hello, everyone.
Hey. Oh my gosh, we're so happy to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Fernie is extra excited about this, aren't you, Fernie? Right? You hear that?
Thanks for the support,
Well,
Fern.
Fernie's a big fan. He's a big fern. Oh, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Fernie. Now, we brought you on the show because we want to learn a little bit about you. So first of all, tell us where you're from.
Yeah, so I am from Amherst, Massachusetts, which is on the ancestral homelands of the Nipmuc and Pocumtuck tribal people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
You're a writer, artist. So we want to hear about how did you become a writer? Like, what was your pathway here?
Yeah, you know, I would say it even started before I was born.
Whoa.
When my parents moved to this country in the 1970s.
Where'd they come from?
They came from the Middle East. They
wow.
were living in Jordan at the time.
Okay.
My father was born in Beirut, but was a refugee during the Lebanese Civil War. And so he had to flee to Beirut, where he met my mother. They were both flight attendants, and they traveled around the world together and landed in New York City.
Oh.
Yeah, and when they got here, you know, they were really appalled at the representation of Arabs and Middle Easterners in the media. So they decided to do something about it. And they started Interlink Publishing, which is my family's small independent publishing press, which has been going strong for 36 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and talk about like facing a problem head on.
Right. They really put the solution forward, and
Yep.
they're the #1 publisher of books translated fiction from the Middle East.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so incredible.
Yeah, so I was really born into the book industry. I don't know that I totally had a choice about it. And so my sister started having babies, and we were like, how can they see themselves represented in the pages? We all work in publishing, we should do something. So this is what happened.
Who'd have thunk? That's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this book.
Yeah, so this book is about 3 little girls, my sisters and I, and we would wait every night for our father to come home from work, and he would tell us stories about our homeland. And this is a place that we've never been, that we can't go, but he really was able to share the magic of our culture, of our food, of our music, so that we could celebrate where we came from through the stories that he told us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, how much you want to get into it, but why can't you visit your homeland?
Yeah, so for a lot of Palestinians, it is really difficult to return to the ancestral homeland. In 1948, my family was forced into exile. They locked their doors. They had the keys to their houses, which we still have to this day, but can never return to our homes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know, it sounds like, you know, from struggle comes perseverance.
Right.
Comes like a fighting spirit.
Right.
And now you're kind of tapping into that.
Absolutely. And I think that this is not just a story for Palestinians or for Arab Americans, but for families who have been displaced, who want to celebrate their culture and their homeland, and that it might not look like the place that their parents left or their grandparents left. And it really, you know, asks children to ask their own families, what is my culture? What is my homeland? Where do we come from? And celebrate it. So I can tell you that this book is the first book in almost 30 years to be the first picture book by a mainstream publisher to be published by a Palestinian American,
What?
which is way too long.
Are you kidding?
Wow. Yeah. Growing up, we had a book called City Secrets by Texan author Naomi Shihab, who's amazing, and that was the last picture book that young Palestinian kids had to represent themselves.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that you've got this published, have you been contacted by other Palestinian authors who are interested in kind of getting in on this and like you know, I feel like once the representation starts, like hopefully the floodgates open and here it comes.
Absolutely, and it's funny that you asked that because as soon as my book was acquired, I immediately panicked because I was like, I don't want to be the only one in 30 years.
Right?
So I put the call out on social media and I said, if you are interested in writing for children and you're Palestinian American, get in touch with me. And I have since started a support group for Palestinian American writers.
Yes.
We have 30 members, and I am so pleased to share that in the next 4 years, we have 5 new Palestinian American books coming out from major publishers.
Well, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you so much.
This has been a real pleasure.
I loved it.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
So I'm really blushing here.
Oh.
You can't see it through my blue fur. But yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Bye.
Best show